Thank you guys. How's it sound out there? Everything sound pretty good? Yeah? Pretty good? Alright, cool. Alright, we're gonna do a little instrument switch for this next track.
I'm Tom Burtless, the singer, guitar player, bass player for Humble Braggers. It's been weird relinquishing control of the project a little bit.
Yeah!
It's weird, like, being in a band is very much like being in a relationship. Because it is. I mean, you're with these people a lot. I mean, we see each other multiple times a week at least. And you have to be friends. You have to work together, and you have to work through disagreements a lot. This band has been unlike a lot of other projects that I've been in. It hasn't been dramatic in any way, and I think part of that has to do with how I've kind of presented it to the people that play in the project up until this newest iteration, basically. I had written all the music. I'd written and recorded everything, just except for drums. So basically I'd go to my friends and be like, hey, here's your part to play. So they were just playing live for me for this project for about a year and a half. And then it kind of just started to teeter off, and they didn't want to do it as much anymore because you're not writing anything, you really don't feel connected to a project. Why would you stick around in it? Bryan and Matt came on board. Bryan was in the project previously, and I decided that was going to change, and now we're going to write everything together. We're going to work on this music together. But you have to, I don't know, you have to be able to see eye to eye and work through disagreements that you have on where a song should go or where the direction of a band should go. Everyone kind of needs to be on the same page with all that stuff. And that can be challenging, like a relationship. Since the switch over to the 3-piece from the 5-piece, it's been so much simpler. It's a lot easier. I would have said before, God, trying to get the 5 of us in a room like once a week was nightmarish. But now with the 3 of them, I think we all equally care about it and want it to go somewhere.
Thank you guys very much. No, I'm gonna take my shirt off.
Sometimes trying to get shows, trying to make things happen in that regard, can get very, very frustrating. I'm trying to think of what else, though. Not really. It's been pretty good so far.
Thanks, everybody. Alright, enough. It's good, but alright.
Success for me is like it's always staged out in certain degrees. Like when I was 17, my idea of like feeling successful about being a band would be like playing a packed house at Mohawk. And that kind of happened last weekend, so it's like, all right, cool. And so it's like elevated. I don't ever want to set crazy, unrealistic expectations like by the end of this year that we're going to be in like Coachella and Lollapalooza and like every major festival. That would probably be my tier of success if we started getting. I think I'd feel like this is really hitting, going somewhere. If by the end of the year or the start of next year we got asked to join a tour, like a popular indie band going on tour asked us to be their opener or something along those lines, I would say that would be the next pinnacle of success. After that would be like playing festivals or doing that stuff, playing Saturday Night Live, playing Jimmy Kimmel, that kind of stuff. I think it's all tiered out though. And at least it's always how it's been in my head. It's like, you hit this, all right, now it's time to the next one. Like I said, like at the start, it's a relationship. You need to work at it. You need to, if you want it to go somewhere. I've seen bands that played with my first band that I was in 10 years ago or whatever, that have gone on to do real things. They just stuck in it. You know what I mean? Like, they stuck around. And if you really believe in a project, if you really believe in what you're doing, it's eventually going to pay off. Someone's going to notice that. And I've seen that with a bunch. I saw Joywave one of their first shows 6 years ago. I've been following them ever since. And now they're opening for Metric. They played on Jimmy Kimmel. They're like Rochester's crazy music success story. And like, but it's just watching them stick in it and really push hard, they got there. But bands teeter out after a year because it's not going as quick as they want it to, or they're not working hard enough to get there. And I think if you're a realistic person who can recognize those things, you will go somewhere.